Okay, just doing a quick engine check on our new Peterbilt 379 for the U-Haul store. That's right, we just picked this thing up last night with a Globe low loader trailer. Look at this thing. So now we can officially haul the JCB excavator in style. And we've got a job we've actually got to head to today, which is why I decided to pick this thing up. It's got the ISX 525 coming, so it's an insanely high-powered semi-truck. And we're heading on over to a flooded mansion. Now, it may sound like, oh, it's a flooded mansion, he just spilled his pool. But what happened is he owns a ton of land, and all the land from the rainwater flooded his entire front yard. It made a giant mess, caused the ground to go underground. So it's kind of a crazy foundation mess as well. But matter of fact, we got to load up the JCB and head on over there. We've got no time to waste because he said it's getting worse by the hour. We're going to go ahead and detach the front of our semi just like so, and we can pull it forward. This is the nice part about a low loader trailer. We're just going to leave it in the street really quick, throw the hazards on, and we could drive the excavator over here, back it right on. We can put the side supports out if we want to. We are going to put the flags out, though. We do have an oversized flags because this thing is a little bit wide with the extended track, so we'll just be safe rather than sorry. Let's put the strobes on. Looks good. Also, I was supposed to return this to my buddy, but he said that we don't have to return it until tomorrow, so that's fine. We're going to still use it for today, which is nice that we're able to borrow this thing for no cost. These things are expensive to rent out since it's heavy machinery. All right, let's back it on. It should be a perfect fit. The guy at the trailer store said it should be great. So, yep, look at that. Rotate it around. We've got the nice traction on the track, so you don't have any problem loading up. It's actually pretty good width. So, all right, what we're going to do right now is this is what he told me to do. He said swing the entire excavator around. What you're going to do is you're going to set the entire bucket onto the back portion of the low loader. This is what they use for transport so that they can be under bridge clearance height. So we're going to fold the bucket in. We're going to go ahead and put the arm all the way in and then set it down just like so. Okay, perfect. We can turn this thing off. We're going to leave the strobes on, but we got some straps to put down. Yep, right there on the bucket, maybe right here in the front. So this will get us under any bridge we have to get through. As you can see, the thing is completely flush, which is super nice. Good for transporting, and you also could load up like any other equipment you have when you're doing construction, which is awesome because it saves you a ton of time, ton of money since you're not making 2 trips. All right, let's head out here. We're going to head on over to the mansion, and we're going to get to work on this thing. We've got to clear out... Oh, no. We got to get used to driving this trailer, but we got to clear out a lot of different vehicles as well. He gave us the keys to all the vehicles. We have to move them out of the pond. It was in the front driveway, and all the vehicles collapsed into the ground overnight, and he couldn't get to it before the morning time. So it leads us to us having to help him out. So here we are. We're pulling in. Okay, check it out. You can actually see the vehicles are underground right now. This is the front driveway, and it used to look a lot better than this. You can see there's a ton of flood water just surrounding the front yard, and then it collapsed the front driveway right here. As you can see, it made this giant divot, and then also in the front lawn, they parked their vehicles on the grass. They didn't really care, and that caused all that to go down with it as well. So we've got his wife's Tesla. This thing is in the water right now. I wonder if it runs. It's an electric car. I doubt we're going to have to, probably use the excavator to pull that thing out, and then we've got his work truck over here. We might be able to save this thing. I'm thinking we'll winch it out. We got these front tow hooks, and it's still blinking. It's still got the hazard lights on, which is surprising, and we could probably get in through the passenger door, so that'll save us. The engine's still above water, so that's good. It's got its park brake on, but, in the middle of the night, the thing probably went into panic mode. It's like, oh, I'm sliding into a massive pond. I don't know. I'm just thinking like what the Ford would say. But, and then over here, this thing is not in trouble, but this is his, let's say fun car. This is his tractor. Yeah, 3,000 horsepower, custom drag pulling tractor. So it's pretty sweet. He takes it to tractor pulls, drag racing events, and it just smokes everything in its way. So we might be able to take this thing for a spin. Let's see if the keys are in it. He's at work. Let's see. Oh, I found the keys. They're underneath the seat. Okay. We might just go rip that thing on the road. But, all right, the first things first is we got to see if this Tesla gets out. His wife, he really cares about his wife's Tesla. He's got to get the kids picked up from school in this thing. So, all right, let's open up the door. All right. Oh, jeez, this thing is full of water. I don't know. Oh, okay, I'm trying to turn it on, but the battery keeps shorting out probably because, shutting down the breaker because the electric system is basically fried with water. So, okay, I can't get it to do anything. So, all right, this is no luck with the Tesla. Let's go try the truck. Get in from the passenger side, see if we can get this thing out. Oh, it started up. Okay, that's good. That's good. So what I have to do is when I take this thing out of park, it's going to be a little tricky. And here we go. All right, we got it out. That actually wasn't as bad. But my concern was when I got it in park, it was going to roll backwards, which we didn't want because it'd flood the motor. And the exhaust pipes have got some water in it. So we're going to let this thing run over here on the side of the house. Let it just get the water out of the exhaust system. It was underwater for 6 hours. All right, next thing's up. We got to get rid of this water. So I'm going to build in a drainage system directly to the street. But let me show you how the problem occurred first. So if you go back here, you can see all these hills behind his house. It's all on a descent. It's falling down the mountain, and then it ends up in his front yard. That's what happens, and it must have been another failed drainage system. you didn't know, at our U-Haul store, we had a problem yesterday with the drainage system, and our whole back parking lot filled up. It's due to from a big storm that we had a couple days ago, so that messed it all up. But all right, we're gonna go ahead and build in a drain pipe straight to the street, and we're just gonna push the water down, because what happens is it gets on a flat part and it has nowhere to go downhill because his house is leveled out for the house. But you know, if we can push it down here, it'll roll right down to the street. So I'm gonna get to work on this thing, guys, and when we bring in cement trucks to backfill all this, I will catch back in with you guys. We're gonna have a couple of dump trucks come by, and we're going to fill this thing all in. So I'll catch you guys when we're just about ready to do that. Okay, we had to go grab the rock truck on our own. The guys bailed on us last minute. Unfortunate. But I headed on over to their site where we picked up this truck, filled it up with rocks. So we are good to backfill the entire mansion now and the front yard and everything. And it should hold enough to fill almost the entire front yard. I think we might actually have to go back for a second load, but we'll use the excavator the best we can to spread it all out so that we don't have to, you know, make a second trip if we mess up or something. But look at this semi. This thing is sweet. I do have to say, it was a letdown that I had to drive this thing by myself, but it's a cool looking semi, and it drives nice too. It's got a drop axle, as you can see right there. So that's good for when you're unloading, helps with the stability. And also when you're driving with heavy loads, it's definitely good too. And it's also a turning drop axle, so it helps you steer when you're in a tight maneuvering space in a construction site or pretty much anything other than that. So all right, we're gonna go ahead and drop this thing. There we go, tipping it back. Okay, looks good. The hydraulics on this thing are insane. Oh, okay, it goes out fast too, so we gotta back this thing up, and we should be able to drive. Okay, hold on, we're gonna stop it here. We're gonna do our best to go around the entire spot. Let's actually go over to the big spot first. Let's fill that part in. Over here isn't as bad, but right where that truck was at was the worst part. So let's back this thing up. We're gonna try and build almost a road for ourselves, as you can see, and then I'm gonna back onto it like this, and then keep backing up. Okay, this is working really good. Here we go. We're not losing any traction. It's a little sketchy. Oh, geez. We're making it. We're making it, boys. Don't try this at home. There we go. There we go. All right, and then let's go ahead, open the gate again. The nice thing is I control the entire back portion with a button inside the cab, so I don't even need to get out of the truck or anything. It's perfect. Right, there we go. I think we're actually almost done with that side. We might need a little bit more over in the corner, so let's back it up over here. Oh yeah, also it's a manual too, so this thing is pretty sweet to drive. Back it up. We got the backup cam right here, so we're gonna go over this last spot. There we go. Look, you can see it tip up. That's sweet. Get the blue antennas. Actually, it's got underglows on this truck. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. All right, let's go over here, and we're gonna dump one small pile just for the excavator to help us, you know, flatten the thing out. Okay, like that. So that's gonna be right over here, but we'll use it to fill in any spots we missed. Now we get this last portion over by the excavator, and we will be done with pouring, and then we're on to excavating, spreading out, and we gotta bring in a rolling truck, so that'll help us to flatten it all out. Here we go, back up. Oh my gosh, this is definitely a mess, but there's no really good way of doing it because the whole front yard is messed up. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay, we're getting out. That actually was perfect. The back end of the truck pushed us out of our problem. Okay, perfect. All right, I think that's done. We still got some rock left in the truck, so if we do need extra, we've got it. Look at this truck. This thing is sweet. I love the underglow lights. That's definitely a cool touch. And the hydraulics work great on it. So, all right, perfect. Let's jump in the JCB and get to work. So the first thing you want to do is you're just want to flatten everything out. I mean, the best you can. You can only do so much with a bucket, but you want to kind of spread it out because you can see we've got some mountain piles here. So you want to disperse it. You're almost not even scooping it in the bucket. You're almost like dragging it across the way. So you're going to go ahead, pick some up, and then you're going to back up with the excavator like this. As you can see, it just kind of flattens it out nicely. Let's try that one more time and see if we can get it to do a little bit better. Probably get a little bit lower height. Almost like you're scooping it and then back up, and then it'll flatten it out perfectly. Look at that. All right, let's try it over here. So there we go. Let's scoop it over to the left corner here. Fill that all in. Okay, it looks good. Okay, it's getting better. It's getting better. Let's go over to the other bigger sections over here. Swinging it over. We got so many cool camera views on this construction equipment. It's insane, but okay, here we go. Let's drop it down. Let's go auxiliary joystick 1. Perfect. Okay, so let's push it forward. As you can see, I'm kind of just driving through almost the excavator's tracks too. Act as if a compactor was on top of it. So helps compact all the rock chips down into the ground. So that definitely... Oh, we got a problem here. Yep, this is a giant hole. So we might have to pick some up from over here. Probably fill that in. Like I said, you don't really notice it when you're just in the semi-truck until you kind of are starting to flatten the thing out. So let's go over here. Put the levers forward. Drive forward real quick. All right, scoop some up. Perfect. Here we go. Spin back around, and then we should be able to fill this part in. Oh, no, not over there. To the right. There we go. Okay, perfect. All right, I'm going to finish doing this job. It's a little bit boring, and I'll catch back with you guys when we're pretty much done. We should have to bring in the roller and kind of flatten it out a lot more. We might drive the semi or something over it just to kind of help compact it, but this is our second stage, and then third stage, you'll see it basically complete. So I'll catch you guys when we're done. All right, well, we just got this place looking a bit better. It still needs some replanting of the lawn, and someone's going to have to come in and do an actual concrete job. So we just did some stones, sort of like an asphalt, and that's it. We're done with our job. We can only do so much. We're not a concrete company. We don't have mixer trucks or anything. But I did tell you guys we were going to take this thing for a ride. So I'm not going to lie to you, and we're going to do that. So don't tell my buddy, but we're going to take this thing on the street, and it's not road legal. So if we get pulled over, we're going to be leaving the vehicle in the road. But here we go. Let's test out the driveway. It's not too bad. Oh, giant bump. This thing's got some giant rear wheels on it, and then it's got the world's smallest front tires. I mean, I have toy cars with bigger tires than that. But I guess you're not really using it for much. You're just going on a straight line, so you don't need steering. But here we go. Let's hit it. 3, 2, 1. This is 3,000 horsepower. Wow, this thing is barely moving. I don't know why, but I think it's more about the power than the speed, because tractor pulls are trying to pull a lot of weight. So I don't know. Maybe it's not meant to go fast, but it seems fast. It's got 3 1,000 horsepower big block engines on top, but I guess not. But it was fun taking it for a little rip. Let's spin around. Ooh, the steering's bad. If you guys want to see us take this thing to a tractor pull without telling our friend, hit the like button down below and also subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.